Hey there, YouTube. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. As the title says, I've got a really tasty one for you today. I've got a revamped raw vegan recipe that is spicy corn chowder. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, go down there and hit that subscribe button so you can come back and check out some more of my content. I'm slowly getting into sharing more recipes. The reason revamped, I'll tell you, I'll give you a little explanation of that. I've been talking about putting out a recipe book for some time, but I go back through them and I'm like, well, I think this needs a little tweaking, this needs a little bit of this, needs a little bit of that. And one of the themes I've done with going back and revamping a lot of my recipes just to tweak them to get them just exactly like I want to has been to not add more, but to take things away. I think way too many times people just throw the kit. If you're not real savvy at making recipes, which I'm not, you tend to throw the kitchen sink at it. You're like, well, I've heard somebody throw one of these in there, so we'll put this, this, and this. And sometimes I actually get that when I'll read one of my recipes, and God bless, use them however you want to, add whatever you want to. But a lot of times, whether it's smoothies, salad dressings, whatever, people will say, oh yeah, I like that, but I'm going to add this, this, and this. I don't have the heart to tell them, or I don't want to be judgmental and say I don't know about that. But I think less is more when it comes to putting together recipes. And I've done a number of, if you go search my channel, go see how many different probably corn soups, corn chowders I've done throughout the years. But this one I think is going to be a keeper. I don't know if this is going to have much more tweaking. Except for maybe size. So what I've got in this is I've got 2 cups of corn, fresh, cut off the kernel. I've got 1/3 of a cup of soaked cashews, jalapeno. Now I don't ever say an amount. Don't ever say any amount when it comes to jalapeno, because everybody knows, or should know, if you're going to eat a jalapeno, that it's all about the seeds. That spiciness, that hotness, it's all about the seeds. So I see sometimes people just say, use a half of a jalapeno or use a whole jalapeno. Well, sometimes, because you can cut, every jalapeno is different. You can cut, sometimes you can cut a big chunk like that doesn't have any seeds in it. And yes, you'll get a little bit more flavor. So I kind of try to blend, just use just the right amount. Just the right amount of seeds, and you just kind of have to develop that for yourself to how much your taste can take. I used 1 teaspoon of chili powder, a little bit of Himalayan salt, and black pepper. Black pepper as much as you want to use. And you might notice I didn't say anything about water there, because I don't know if it was the soaked cashews or this corn was really juicy, but I didn't need to add 1 bit of liquid whatsoever. I've used citrus in the past. I think I've used both lemon and lime juice. I just thought that was unnecessary. I forget what else. I think I've used a tomato and I think that's in the past probably what has held back the potential of my recipe, is I used the tomato for a little bit of moisture in there to get the blades going when they don't really need it from the corn. So this is that pared down version, and this is really good. It's really creamy. The only thing I would do different, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to get you a better view of it in a minute. This angle, I'd pour it out. It's nice and thick, but it'll still pour. The only thing I would say is, if you see the size of this cup right here, this is not a full meal for me. The amount that I used here, I will definitely have, I might eat it by itself right now, but I will definitely have a salad within just as soon as I finish it. Or I might let it sit and I might go ahead and make my salad and have them together. But like I say, the only adjustment that I think I will make to this is to add more corn as we get further into the season, and we get more corn in this area, and it's at a better price. And yeah, I know GMOs, corn, blah, 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 blah. There's some people that have this whole obsession with corn. I don't eat it really all that much, to be honest. I don't think I ate any corn last summer, but as you know, if you follow this channel, I'm never going to be a fanatic about things, and I don't live much in a world of always and never. So anyhow, let me change the view here real quick, and I'm going to show you what this looks like. Now look at the color of that. Look at the consistency. It's nice and thick. came out really smooth, much smoother and creamier than anything else I've used in the past. I think I've used avocados in the past. Those cashews work really nice. And just more black pepper on top because I love black pepper. Figuring out recipes, figuring out how to make recipes for yourself and things like that that tend to go together, that's a game changer because that will kind of give you a little bit more independence in the kitchen. You're not jumping into every conversation you see on social media going, recipe, recipe. You can make your own recipes. Now, granted, I'm never going to be a recipe person like Alyssa or like Chris from Raw Advantage. But I can entertain myself. And if you've got some of these really good recipes from people that are actually creators, say you buy yourself one recipe book, 2 recipe books, collect a few online, and then learn to create them yourself, you got that independence. Because I would say that I would say I probably use maybe 75% of my own recipes when I'm making things throughout the day, salad dressings, things like this, maybe 65, but yeah, it's just a good feeling when you start learning how to really make tasty stuff in the kitchen, and you'll hone your skills and you'll make stuff that's not so good. And I'll finish with this though. I never make anything that's that bad that I don't eat it and I just throw it out. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this little recipe today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you again when I see you. Peace.